Hi everyone, I am here today with Samvel Ter-Sahakyan from Armenia. He has been very gracious to give me an interview with him today, and although he's playing the 28th Abu Dhabi Chess Masters tournament, I am here to talk to him only about his Olympiad performance. Samvel, congratulations on such a pounding victory that Armenia had this time at the Olympiad. Please let me know, how do you feel?
Hello everyone, thank you Rupali for such a warm words. Yes, of course, it's great feelings. First of all, to play my first Olympiad, and tournament ended in such a good way. So it's just very good feelings.
And before we get to exactly what happened in the Olympiad, can you tell me a little bit about what welcome you received when you went back to Armenia?
Yes, it was our federation came to airport, and many people from government. Yes, everyone in Armenia probably read or knew, was following the tournament, the Olympiad. Yes, it was very warm welcome in Armenia, in Yerevan.
Excellent. And can you tell us how your team was selected for this event?
Yes, of course. For many years, Gabriel Sargsyan is our number one. Also, we are deciding our team, four players by rating and one player national champion.
Okay.
So this year, national championship won Manuel Petrosyan, who was in team, and four other players by rating. So Hrant Melkumian was at that period number two, because he had around 26, 50, 60. Despite before Olympiad he played one over-the-board tournament and played not perfectly. And I myself, I was number three, and Robert Ovanestian number four. We qualified to the national team by rating as well.
By rating.
Yes.
And you said that you will have the rating of May 2021 and December 2021.
Yes.
So based on that, your team was chosen.
Yes.
And you did mention that now Shan Sarkisian and who was the second player?
Haik Martyrs.
Yes, have actually surpassed you all in rating, but they still did not get to play the event.
Yes, because of this rule we had for many years, we couldn't have Haik and Shan. They are very young and they already have around 2670, 2660. But because of this rule, our team was formed. Yes.
Very good, very good. So this was your first time at the Olympiad. Although Armenia is not a team that can be discounted in any way. In fact, why don't you tell the viewers how many medals Armenia has won in the Olympiad?
Yes. Armenia won 3 gold medals in 2006, 8 and 12.
Yes.
This was our only silver medal, and also I think, if I'm not mistaken anything, in 1994 and maybe 1992 we won. Maybe I'm mistaken something. Maybe it was not 1994. Maybe it was 2004.
Okay.
It was a bronze medal.
2 bronze medals. And in how many of these medals did Aronian have a role to play?
Of course, in 2006, 8, 12, he was in team as a leader, and he helped national team, of course.
Win the medals.
Yes, yes.
So how were the nerves for the team this year when you knew that now Aronian is not going to be playing for Armenia and instead he's going to be playing with the rivals, USA? What did that do to your team psyche, and what did you all do to pump yourselves up?
Of course, before the Olympiad, before Olympiad we had another team competition last year. It was European Team Championship. And already there we didn't have Levon Aronian, such a great player. So we of course knew that we are not anymore favorites, but at least each member of our team tried to do his best to present our country in a best way.
Absolutely. That is so true. And tell us a little bit about how Robert came about playing all 11 rounds. Wasn't he the reserve player?
Yes, it's usually it happens because if you have noticed, many teams and many leaders of the teams, they are not playing first rounds because usually a team faces not
very strong
yes. Countries, teams. So in our team as well, Gabriel board 1 decided to not play first round, and then Melkumian board 2 decided not to play, and Robert continued playing, and Robert started winning every game. Every single game he started winning, and then coach decided and if Robert plays and Robert wins every game, so no point to not let him play.
So, of course, your team is a very mature team, and this time in the Olympiad, a lot of the younger teams were shining. India B was shining. Uzbekistan is a very young team, a lot of juniors playing. So, I mean, everybody knows, especially in the India B team, the coach R.B. Ramesh said that in every round, every player says, "I want to play." So, of course, in your case, I'm sure it wasn't that much of a "I want to play" situation. But can you tell us what goes on behind the scenes when your coach decides not to play you? What are the emotions do you feel?
No, it's a team competition, and each day we had kind of meeting. We walked, and coach suggested team for the next match, and it was. I don't remember any single situation when coach suggested a team for the next match and someone said, no, I want to play and I will play, and everyone agreed with the decision coach took, and that's why team competitions are important, because you should kind of forget all your ambitions and try to be a member of
a team. So that brings me to my next question. Of course, you and all the 5 players of your team are, always competing against each other in the Armenian Championship. So there has to be a rivalry between all of you. What did it take to look beyond that rivalry and actually become a strong team? Because you need to build friendships before you play such a tournament. So what did you all do to get that?
Yes, exactly. Before the Olympiad, we had one round robin tournament in Armenia, and I myself and Manuel, we played there, and so in individual tournaments we are of course playing till the very end against each other, but here I didn't have any problem, like when coach decided to replace me and allow Manuel to play last 2 very important games, and I was even happy because at that moment I felt that already I'm not feeling very good because I have some problems with nerves, and Manuel is fresh, and I know how strong Manuel can play and how strong usually he plays. And I really tried my best during this. I played 8 games and I tried my best to help team. And when coach, I didn't play last 2 important games, and when coach decided not let me play these 2 rounds, I really knew that how strong Manuel is playing and how much he can help team to score points.
Right. So that's really nice to hear that you have to put aside your personal ambitions and just play as a team player, and I think that is what has got your team to do so well overall. Before you started the tournament, who did you think was the most scary opponent team?
Yes, of course, United States. India A and India B teams. And of course, there were many young teams like Uzbekistan, Iran. Yes, and Spain. Last many years, Spain has a very strong team. Of course, Netherlands with Anish Giri.
Right.
Yes, many strong teams are there, and many young teams are there.
So when you start out as a tournament like this, it's just a Swiss pairing. So it's easy. You just keep playing, go through your games. But was there any particular day where you all as a team were feeling extremely nervous playing like any particular team? Like how were your nerves against India B since they were doing so well?
Yes, all the matches against Indian teams, India A and India B, it was very nervous matches because we knew how strong Indian players are. It was very nervous. And of course matches against US also. We had in the starting rounds we had a very nervous match against Egypt.
I see.
Because surprisingly they have a very strong board 1, Amin Bassem.
Yes.
Strong board 2, Adli Ahmed. But last two boards are not that strong as
compared to both
compared to
yes.
first two boards, and we hope that we can slightly push against them. But surprisingly, Adam Favzi played perfectly well, just amazingly strong chess, and just Manuel Pedrosian somehow managed to save the game, very important game, and of course Roberto Vanessian in last board managed to do some small magics and won almost drawish queen endgame.
Lovely. So then that's how you saved yourself from Egypt.
Yes, because honestly, when I didn't play that much, and I was following as a spectator. And at one moment we finished first two boards, and we had Manuel Pedrosian having unpleasant position and Roberto Vanessian slightly pushing, but it was drawish queen endgame. So draw result was really all what we can could
hope for.
Hope for.
Yeah.
But somehow Manuel saved the game, and Robert managed to win.
Super. That's always a nice ending, yeah. So what I want to now move on to is the quality of preparation. Did you all have any specific kind of preparation going into the event?
We had 12 days training camp in Armenia. That period, Robert had open tournament in Spain, Benasque. So Robert couldn't join us, but other members were there, and we did some sports. Of course, we worked on chess. And I was really surprised when I each day I saw that Gabriel Sargsyan, who is 3 times Olympic champion and very well known grandmaster and very strong player, and he's older than me. And when I saw him working on chess each day, very hard and many hours, so I thought if he's working on chess, so I should. I don't have any other choice, because if he's working so many hours per day preparing for the Olympiad, I don't have any other choice. So I should work. And
right. And what about the physical aspect? Did you all also have some physical regimen you all were following to stay fit and in form mentally, physically, both?
Yes. I during the tournaments I don't like doing sports, but before the tournament I'm doing regularly. Like before this during the camp, we almost each day we with Gabriel we decided to run.
Okay.
And each day almost we had this, and for not like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, for a very long period.
Okay, so that kind of helps you get into physical shape so you can play the long games. Yeah?
Yes. This also helps you to be it kind of motivates you to and also keeps your mental in how to describe it, like you are going to face against you are going to play against very strong opponents.
Yes.
So here you are really fighting. When you are running, you are also fighting, like spiritually, mentally, you are also fighting there.
Yes, you're challenging your body to do something.
Yes.
And so that helps you get ready for the challenge on the chessboard.
Yes. Like here, if I'm able, if I can run like few hours, then I can hope that tournament also can go well, because at least I took one challenge.
Absolutely, that's such a nice way to put it. And Samvel, I know you need to prepare for your next round, so I don't want to take too much of your time. But before we go, what are your thoughts on Gukesh and Abdusattorov and Pragyananda and these new budding chess players? Like, do you feel threatened by them? And can you explain how they can play the way they played in the Olympiad?
Yes, I had opportunity to play almost all of them in a classical tournaments. Yes, of course, I can say that I'm a big fan of them. To just each time when I'm playing in the same tournaments with them, or I'm not playing, I'm following their games. And it's just amazing when I was in Chennai during the Olympiad to see how well Gukesh played. He started 8 out of 8 and playing best players in the world. And even now, when we are recording this interview, Gukesh, I think, plays in Turkish league and he won a few games there.
Yes, 3-on-3.
Yes, also Prague is playing online tournament in Miami, and again shows great performance. Yes, I'm really happy for them, and I wish all the best them. And as a chess professional and chess lover, I will follow their games and learn a lot from them, because new generation Indian players, and not only, they are doing just very good.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your time, Samvel. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, and you always are so friendly and tell us exactly how you feel. So thank you so much, and all the very best for this tournament.
Yes, thank you very much for such opportunity. Thanks to you and to ChessBase India for such opportunity.
Oh, before I go, I forgot to ask you the main question. How did it feel being in Chennai this time? How was the whole, because of course I was watching it on ChessBase India through Sagar's lens, and I saw how grand everything was. But how did you as a foreigner feel? You've been to India many times, but this time was it different?
Yes, it was not my first visit to India and to Chennai, and of course, as usual, the hotel and other things was in a very high level. And also I want to say thank you to all organizers, volunteers. They did huge work, and I really, as a player, I really appreciate that, and huge thanks to everyone.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Samvel. I'll let you go now. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.